What is going on, guys? We're going live tonight. We're going to be talking about small breeders versus big breeders and what's the differences in approaches, personality, and everything else in between. Friday night bully talk. Let's get this started.
Here we go. Kill the whistle. Oh yeah. We are going for a whole hour. Straight dog talk and the song. Jump on in and speculate. Show up on time, don't be weak and late. We are community, so don't hate. And learn to cooperate. Yeah, hit that like button and do your thing. 5 membership will get you in. So let's talk dogs and don't waste no time. Monday 7 p.c.s.t. Don't come doing the H-A-T-E. Otherwise Hollywood will give you the B-Y-E. Here we go, kill the whistle. Oh yeah, we are going for a whole hour. Straight dog talk and the song. Jump on in and speculate. Show up on time, don't be weak and late. We are community, so don't hate. And learn to cooperate. Hit that like button and do your thing. 5 membership will get you in. So let's talk dogs and don't waste no time. Monday 7 p.c.s.t. Don't come doing the H-A-T-E. Otherwise Hollywood will give you the B-Y-E.
Don't come doing that H-A-T-E. Otherwise Hollywood will give you that B-Y-E. It's got to be one of the best bars I've ever written in my life, man. What is going on, guys? We got Adam Fields in the house. We got Reyes Kennels. We got Freddie Strivia. Hey, let me tell you guys something. Tonight's a good night, man. Let me give you a little roundup of what's going on and why I may even be sounding a little under the weather. And in reality, I'm not. I just did a lightning drive, go and pick up, and I headed all the way to Illinois, man. And I picked up this amazing looking blue tri female. And I got her from a small breeder. And what I mean by small breeder, I'm not trying to offend in any way. I'm just, if you're a breeder that, you've been breeding for a short amount of time, you may not have as much name recognition or followers or platform or things of that nature. And you're viewed in this community as a small breeder, not necessarily that, that your abilities of breeding are small in any way. Hold on a second. There you go. Sorry, guys. I just switched my mic. So let me just, there's a couple things I want to say because I want to be very clear in the message that I want to put out there tonight. Real quick, we got Faith Family Football. Good evening, Raul. When are you adding Pinky to the QBN app? I see Patron, but not Pinky. Look, I might be doing it this weekend. I apologize. Like I said, we just did a 30-hour drive round trip. So it's 15 that way, 15 back. Literally, I just got in today at around 1 o'clock, went to sleep, woke up, and, we're coming live. And I've had a couple of my friends hit me up, be like, dude, you're going live? Yeah, we're going live. We're going live because, you see, every breeder has a reason for their success, right? I don't believe in lottery tickets. I've never been one to have the greatest of luck and decide not to do nothing. And then one day I'm just going to breed and have a lottery ticket puppy or dog. It doesn't happen that way for me. My recipe for success is consistency, right? For those of you that are maybe watching me for the first time, you may be like, okay, well, I'm watching this dude for the first time. Those that know me, they know I've been here for 5 years. And right now we're doing Mondays and Fridays. Every now and then I'll switch the schedule and it'll be Sundays. But irregardless, in 5 years, I haven't missed a beat. You see what I'm saying? Because when you start babying, you twisted your ankle, now you start to baby it, and then you put a little ice on it and boo hoo hoo, and then you put a cast on it, and the next thing you know, you got to put a Band-Aid on your butthole. You see what I'm saying? So there's no Band-Aid in a butthole. There's no limping around. There's no none of that. If you're home, it's Friday night and it's 7 p, we're going to make it happen, bro, because that's just what we do. And that's important because that's going to lead into what we're going to be hitting up on tonight. Malachi says, what's up, fam? Bombo Jenkins, what up, Raul? Been missing the lives, but best believe. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I have my phone on. What up, Raul? Been missing the live, but best believe I catch the run back. Let's talk dogs. There you go, man. Malachi saying XL, and I believe you may be asking for Pinky being XL. No, you're asking the puppy I got if she's an XL. No, I was told Dad is a pocket, but man, let me tell you, that dude is so big, and we're gonna get into that here in a minute. I told him, I said, bro, you sure that was a pocket? He's like, that's a pocket. I said, bro, I could have swore that was a standard the minute I seen him. Freddie says, sometimes you got to make that trip to get what you need. Yes, man. Absolutely. Reyes says, you have any pictures of the new female? I don't, but we're going to visit the breeder who I bought her from, right? Because I want everybody and their sister to know who this guy is. Because what I want you guys to comprehend, and I have told you guys this from day one, this is not just me because I just got a pup yesterday, and now I'm out here talking on my ass. That's not how I roll. I have told you guys over and over again, the heart and soul, the backbone of this breeding community is the small breeder, not the big breeder. The big breeder, 9 times out of 10, is nothing more than a businessman, an opportunist, somebody who has the wherewithal and the money to buy the best dogs this guy produces so that he could be making the money and making his brand bigger. That's just a fact, right? Small breeders, I don't know how much they outnumber the big breeders. I would say it's in the thousands, but that's just my guess. I don't have any proof when it comes to that. What's up? Wow, what's up, fam? Hope everything is good for you. It is, man. Number love. Travis on time, Kennel Solomon. I like the name. Rob Finn, what up, man? It's a Rata. Everything starts small. Absolutely. Bamba Jenkins, 30-hour run and straight to the dog talk. Hey, man, that's how we do it. That's my recipe for success. Consistency, right? I don't have this guy's looks. I don't have his luck. I don't have none of that, bro. What I do have is my journey, my truth, my consistency, my ability to recreate myself if I need to, my ability to be able to pivot, my ability to be able to realize, hey, I need to pivot because XYZ. You see what I'm saying? Those are the things that have made me who I am. RGB, all the way from Mexico. We got Rob Finn, Program Time, Stopwatch, Blue Hank. Okay. All right, man. Compact Standard. Man, you're going to love what I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. But I'm going to tell you something, man, because I had a conversation with my guy. What's up, Raul JS Bulls? Emilio Garcia, let's get it. You know it, man. Malachi, small breeder, is not a backyard breeder. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. And I've always said the backbone of this breed is the small breeder. In numbers, you guys are producing the better dogs. You have to. You're outnumbering the bigger breeders. Now, bigger breeders, this is what happens in this community. And I'm going to show you guys a little exercise I kind of thought about. And I said, man, let me bring this up to them so they can see my point of view. So in this community, for some reason, the buyers forget that they have the leverage when it's time to get a pup. So let me give you an example. Imagine me. I'm going to buy a pup. Or better yet, I'm at a used car lot. And this is a used car salesman. And this is a used car salesman, right? I'm going to tell you right now, as a nurse, and as someone that assesses people immediately when I see them, just because that's what I've been doing, I've been trained to do that. I realize this cat right here has different needs than this guy right here. You see, as a used car salesman, right, this cat right here not only needs to sell me the car, he needs to show everybody how good he was able to screw me on the car sale. That's what makes him, be able to do all this and look all confident and preppy. This cat over here, he is busy trying to produce in his case, if he's trying to sell me a dog, this cat right here may have a completely different approach. He may just either be too honest, or, he wants to get the sale and he might press a little bit, right? But he's not showing the level of arrogance or the level of confidence that maybe this guy is showing. I'm not trying to say that this is a bad guy. I'm not trying to say this is a good guy. What I'm trying to say is they both have different needs in their approach as to how they're going to, sell a used car to me. Now, let's switch it from a used car to a puppy. This dude right here, his needs haven't changed. He needs the whole world to see that he sold you a dog and that he got the better part of the deal and he was able to exercise leverage. That's what big breeders do. And that's what they have to do. They need to feed their ego in front of the whole world to show you how big and how grandeur their brand is. This cat over here, that might not be the reason why he's even breeding. He might not have that business mentality. He might not be, cocky like that. Does it mean that this guy can't produce dogs? No, man. What it means is these two people have different mindsets. That's all that means. And I don't know about you, but if I'm going to a used car lot and I get to pick between these two, I can almost rest assured that I'm going to have my guard up with this guy a lot more than I will with this guy right here. It's just human nature. Let's see, man. Adam Fields, who's going to stack some dogs tonight? I will bring Autumn on, but I had to work late. I'm not home yet. No worries. For those of you asking, if you stack a dog and he or she scores a 7.5 or more, we're going to go ahead and we're going to spin the prize wheel with $1,000 prize. All right. That's how we're going to roll. Small breeder says Kahiki. Salute to the small breeders. Well, I'm going to tell you something, man, because I had a conversation with the guy that just sold me the dog. And, he's like, man, I've been getting hit up by a lot of people and they all surprised that you came and bought from me. Like, I'm not that guy. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not that guy, bro? Of course you're that guy. You are absolutely that guy. You see, the problem we have in this community, in my opinion, is you look at the guy or you look at me or you're looking at this dude or you're looking at this dude here and you're trying to determine how good the dog is going to be or how much popularity are you going to get if you ride this guy, if you ride this guy, or if you ride this guy. And what I'm trying to get across to you guys is riding somebody else's coattail will never get you anywhere. So if you could take that out the picture and you could look at the dogs for what they are and what they could do for your program, you're going to start realizing that this cat right here is the real breeder. This cat right here is the one that's really pushing forward this breed. Not this cat. This cat right here, he's showing you the best dog and he's showing you his best outfit because that's his need. He has to feed that ego. That's how he makes his brand look grandeur. That dog he's got right here, he probably never even bred it himself. He probably bought it from a smaller breeder, paid whatever he had to pay, and put his name on the paperwork and make it seem like he's the one who produced it. You don't know. I'm telling you. Now, is he an asshole for doing that? No, he's not. He's an opportunist, maybe even a predator, but at the end of the day, he just has a different mindset, right? He's not a bad person for doing that. Not everybody was made to be the CEO of a company, right? And not everybody was made to be just a worker. Some people are content with being small breeders the whole duration of their breeding careers. And that's because they're all about the breeding. They don't need all that other, you know, boo-hoo-hoo, hoopla and all that. And others, you know, maybe he needs to, as long as he's being clapped, he doesn't care what type of dogs he's breeding. You see where I'm coming from? So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I just bought this puppy from Calvin D. White. Calvin D. White, right? 3 months ago, I didn't know who Calvin D. White was. I didn't. It's the truth. One day I go on Facebook and I'm flipping around and I see a dog and I see a pedigree of that dog and I see it matches up with one of the females I got here. So I clicked in like I always do and I start looking at this dude's dogs. I see, you know, I kind of have an idea what his platform is, so I could kind of have an idea if he's a big breeder, small breeder, medium, doesn't matter. But I want to have an idea. And I started seeing what he had. I reached out to him. We had a conversation. I'm going to tell you this right now. I am not best friends with Calvin D. White. However, I love this dude's transparency, man. The way he conducted his business with me is the way I wish a lot of you could have been a fly in the wall and seen what this dude, how this guy conducted it with me. First of all, he didn't get intimidated because I have a platform. And I really appreciate that, bro, because at the end of the day, I have more in common with this cat right here than I ever will with this guy right here. I'm just, that's where I am. Okay. So he was very transparent with me. We spoke. I bought several stud credits off his dogs. And now the time came to go pick up the puppy. Business was as smooth as a hot knife going through butter, man. Like literally, I got there, my paperwork was there, puppy was there. Now, mind you, and I'm gonna bring up his Facebook page. Calvin, if you watching, man, I hope you're cool, man. I'm just trying to let the world know, you know, who I did business with. I got nothing but love for you, man. So I'm just letting everybody know, man, that you did good business with me, bro. I have done business with big breeders that could only wish they could only wish they could be doing business like this guy did business with me. All right, straight up, man. I'm just keeping it real with you. And he also has a gentleman that he's working with. He had just sold a female to. So let me share the screen because he actually made an uncut video recording. And I think that's going to be the best thing, bro, because, you know, I do edit a lot of my content. So you guys are about to get unedited, right? Coverage. So look, he over here promoting us, man. Number love, man. Appreciate you, Calvin. Right? So look, this is what I'm talking about, this cat, man. This is after I left. Somebody else came to pick up a pup. Look at this dog, man. That's Ghostface, by the way. That's his boy Ghostface. Look, that's a Ghostface production. Look, that boy Ghostface, he doesn't even have a neck, man. When I tell you he just has a big old bull bulge, that's all he has. Look at that. Look at that male, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Doesn't matter that this is a big or a small time breeder, man. I'm talking about what he's producing. Look at the pet on this, right? Look at the pet. Yeah, Calvin, I know you didn't ask for this, bro, but you're about to get it. So look, everybody that's up on Golden Child, look, he has Ghostface, who's a Golden Child son. And look at that female Roxy, bro. Good looking girl. Good looking pet all the way through and through. Not to mention good looking dogs, right? More importantly than the pet. But look, man, this is me yesterday. Look, check it out. Let me raise the volume. Hey, that's the cherry on top. Hold up, man.
Yeah, for real.
Really nice.
Let me get the sound going. So yeah, man.
That's a female.
How old is she? She'll be 9 weeks Friday.
Shit.
Bro, I love the coloration. I don't ever pick dogs based on color like that, but hey, that's the cherry on top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
really nice, bro.
Yeah.
Get a bone on this thing. Look. I'm looking at the tail size.
I like her,
bro.
Yeah, I like her.
Can't see, it's too dark.
Oh, look, man. By the way, that's Calvin holding up the dog, man. Nothing but love. Calvin, your dude, if you send me a picture of my dude, Calvin sold the female to a gentleman by the name, last name Moore, and he's really the one who sold me the dog, but it was his stud with the female that was his that he had sold. Look at these two. That's Mad Max on the left, and that's Ghostface on the right, bro. All right? Nothing but love, man. Look. Again, this is the pedigree on the pup I got. Guys, if you get the time, man, and you want to see what small breeder, man, small facilities doesn't mean you can't produce, bro. As long as the facilities are clean and the dogs are taken care of, that's all that really matters, fam. You know, I'm just keeping it real with you. This cat, you know, he told me he's only been breeding for about, I think he said 3 years. Calvin, if I'm wrong, please correct me. And, you know, I just want to throw it out there because when he told me that people are hitting him up like he's not that guy. First of all, the person saying he's not that guy, who you think you are, bro? Who are you to say he is or isn't the guy? I choose for me who the guy is or isn't. And I'm not even choosing the guy. I'm choosing the dog. And this cat over here, he had the dog, had the pet, and he did good business. And that's what matters, man. And I'm just saying, bro, a lot of times we get hung up with, oh, I'm always going to go with a big breeder so I could, you know, so I could ride that coattail. Yeah, well, that's why so many times that big breeder, you know what I'm saying? He drops it on you like it's hot over and over again. And then you come crying to me, paying $100 consult so I could fix your problems. Just keeping it real with you, man. Travis on time says most of your small breeders have better dogs, but don't show everything they got. The problem I have is the big breeders have the clout, the small breeders don't. This is true. This is true. But so what? So what, bro? Let me tell you something, man. I started 10 years ago. I haven't been here since the beginning. I don't consider myself a big breeder. I don't consider myself a small breeder either because I've been around for about 10 years. Now, I did pivot. I did hit the reset button back in June of last year. And we're just getting ready, bro. We're just getting ready. We're just putting our pieces in place, right? But my whole point is I could care less who's got the clout, man. I've had people with a lot of clout come here on this live and make a total ass clown of themselves. It's just, it doesn't make you any better, bro. All it means is you probably have business mentality. You have the ability to take advantage of weak-minded individuals. Does that make you a better breeder? Because you got that, you got 20 seals clapping behind you. No, man. I've never said that. I've always stood up for the small breeder because the small breeder is what makes this breed, man. Make no mistake about that, bro. Just keeping it real with you, man. Encarnacion. He says he loves the info. Malachi. Hey, Santos, number love, bro. Appreciate you, man. Malachi says big breeders worrying about 4 litters when small breeders putting his all into one. I love them all for different reasons. That's true too, man. That's true too. Let me not vilify a big breeder because they have business foresight. That may be a small breeder that just started out, has never had a business before or whatnot. You know, he may just be more passionate about just breeding what he's got and putting, like you said, putting everything into one breeding. I get that. All right. So that doesn't mean this is a bad guy over here. I'm just throwing it out there because to me, man, whoever was trying to make Calvin D. White feel like he ain't that cat, I'm going to let you know right now, Calvin, and I know I ain't got to tell you, bro, but there's, you know, not everybody you fight is your enemy, and not everybody that pats your back is your friend. And that dude patting your back telling you ain't that guy, that just may not be your friend, bro. Just keeping it real. And that's That's me paraphrasing a Mike Tyson quote, man. Santos Alfredo, apples and blueberries. All right, man. Travis, on time. People are not humble. No more, they're greedy. They are. They are. And this is why when you step into that used car lot, you say, who's probably going to be more greedy? This cat over here or this cat over here? What are the defense mechanisms I'm going to put? Do I want this guy to sell me a dog and show the world how hard he was able to fucking crush me on the deal? Or do I want to deal with this cat over here? I'm just saying, everybody's got different needs. Make sure you know what you're stepping into, man. Because just because it shines doesn't mean it's gold. All right? I'm just keeping it real with you. And Sarath, I think a lot of smaller, more personalized kennels have better dogs and attitudes and put more into them. I couldn't agree with you more. I could not agree with you more. Let me tell you something. When I went over to Calvin's and I seen his boy Mad Max, bro, the temperament on that dog, turn around and look at Ghostface, the temperament on that dog, come on, man, right? And then you got a lot of these big breeders that go sell you dogs based on pictures, but they're never going to show you the dog live. Money Maddox, any advice for first-time bully buyer? Yeah, listen to this live. Listen to what I'm saying. If you're about to buy, are you looking at this cat that thinks he owns the world and he's confident because he screws people over? Or are you going to this cat who's just happy he's breeding and he's trying to take in as much information to do it as best he can? You make your choice. Unfortunately, in this community, these writers, right? When I call writers, and I say they're writing coattails just to be nice, but we all know what they're writing. And it just seems like they forget when they walk into the used car lot, right? Or they're going to buy a puppy. They forget they have all the leverage, right? If this dude screws you, is because you ran over there and you wanted him to screw you. Just keeping it real with you. If this dude screwed you, it's because you ran over there and you allowed him to screw you. You didn't do your research. You didn't know what needs to be in the contract. Look, I just heard a story about a breeder, big name breeder. He doesn't know what line breeding or inbreeding is. Doesn't even know what coefficient of inbreeding is. What's funny is we've had several here that were considered to be big breeders that didn't even know what that was, right? But that's cool that you don't know what it is. It's the before and after when you're presented with the information, whether you dig in and you improve that area where you're weak at, or you continue being cocky and, screw that, I don't need to learn nothing, because either way, all these people are morons and I'm just here to take advantage of them. Like, pretty much I had somebody say once. So just throwing that out there, man. Radio says the smaller breeders have got some fire. Keep them under wraps. That's what I want to get that fire I need for a program that's straight pup that nobody has heard of, staying in my lane. Absolutely. And let me tell you something else, Fredia. Everybody's after that, including this cat right here, including this cat right here, including this cat right there. We're all after that. And I'm also going to tell you something. Don't ever have the fallacy, if you're a small-time breeder, because your intentions are pure. Don't think for a minute that somebody who has more of a business mindset can't trump you. Let me give you an example. You'll see it on Facebook all the time where somebody will write, oh man, when you produce it, it hits different. Let me tell you what that is. That's a breeder over here who's butthurt because a breeder over here bought a dog that is just blowing his socks off. That's usually what it is. That's like a moan. Oh, that hurt. Right? That's really what that is. To me, best thing to do is just shut your mouth and keep producing, because at the end of the day, is the dogs you have in your yard that are going to speak for your yard, whether you bought them or whether you produced them. This cat right here, let me give you an example. This cat right here produces a one-of-a-kind, one-of-a-lifetime dog. This guy shows up and he pays 50 grand and he buys it. Yeah, everybody and their sister knows that this dude produced that dog, but he can't reproduce that dog because it's a one-of-a-kind dog. So at the end of the day, when it's time to stud to that dog or use that dog or whatever, you got to go through this cat right here. And his ability to recognize a good dog and jump all over it and, you know, like stealing candy from a baby over here on this side, you can't fault him for doing that. You cannot fault him for doing that. That's just good business, good common sense. So as much as I'm saying this cat right here is probably going to be more greedy, he's going to be more self-centered, probably going to be more egotistical. This cat right here, don't be gullible. Don't think, you know, everyone goes to church on Sunday like you do. It doesn't always work that way. You could have the best intentions here. If you produce a one-of-a-kind dog and you sold it, don't come out here talking about, oh, when we produce it, it hits different. Yeah, go cry some other place, bro. Go cry some other place because this market doesn't really care. This community is not going to cry because, you know, you got your pants pulled down and you got spanked. All right, because you never seen a dollar before. Part of the problem with small breeders, I'm going to tell you what it is, because I've been hitting the big breeder now. I'm going to hit the small breeder. Problem with the small breeder is a lot of times you've never had an asset. You've never owned a business. And the first time you have an asset in your life, you don't know what to do with it. You don't know what to do with it. Rather than sitting down and taking a deep breath and kind of looking around, you become impulsive. And that's when this cat right here flashes you 20, 30, 40, 50 grand. And then you pull your pants down and that one dog in a lifetime that you were able to produce is no longer in your hands. And then what usually happens is about a month or two down the line, this cat right here probably hung papers on the dog he got from you. Your butt hurt. So now you start talking crap about this guy, when in reality, you should be talking crap about this guy, the guy in the mirror that sold the dog. Right? So it goes both ways, guys. Let's see. Small breeders probably cater more to families and people who just want that breed, not necessarily other breeders. And that's possible. That's noble. That's noble. But how many people pay more money for noble intentions? Huh? I've never had a customer tell me, "Hey, Raul, you're asking $6,500 for that pup." Yeah. Okay. Nah, hold up, bro. I got to pay you 10 because your noble intentions just, I got to pay it. Nobody does, man. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is there is nobleness in the small breeder, but don't be that noble where you're gullible. Don't be that noble when you're a small breeder that when you do business with a big breeder, you think he's got all the leverage. When this big breeder comes around, because he realizes you have something he wants. If you have something he wants, you're the one that's got the leverage, not him. You see what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, man. I like your video, says Jacob Spencer. Adam Fields says a lot of the big breeders they're starting getting lucky with that one dog winning the lotto, as Raul says. Oh, yeah, we're well aware. We're well aware. But the smart big breeders know, first of all, that they're really not the best breeders. But you don't have to be the best breeder to be a big breeder. If you're able to identify good dogs that small breeders have, you realize you have leverage because you have more money, you have more brand exposure, et cetera, and you use that as leverage to get their jewel. And once you get their jewel, it's no longer their jewel, it's big dog's jewel, right? That's why I'm saying, small breeders, Why would you produce a one in a lifetime type of dog? Why would you sell it? Why would you sell it? How stupid can you be? I don't care. Look, let me give you an example. Say there's this breeder right here produces a once in a lifetime female, right? And he doesn't want to sell the female, but this cat right here offers this guy right here 10 grand for that female. And of course, right, this breeder, he's married, he's got a wife who doesn't give a shit about the dogs. All she's worried about is, holy crap, 10 grand. That's all she's worried about. I'm not saying all wives are like that. I'm saying a good majority, because I've been hit up by a lot of breeders. And the majority of the time, when they sold the one dog that they shouldn't have sold, they sold it because of family pressures. Man, my wife thought that, we should get caught up on our credit cards or whatever. Here's the problem. This cat right here paid you 10 grand for that female. That female's going to have 4 litters. Let's just say 6 pups a litter. Let's just keep the number down. So that's 24 pups. Let's round it to 25 so we can make easy math. And let's say he sold every single pup, all 25, on an average of $5,000 a puppy, right? So he just bought your $10,000 dog and made $125,000 with it, that you could have very well made $125,000 with. The problem is you heard the advice of somebody that's looking at $10,000 like it's a lot of money, and she has no vision, no wherewithal, no understanding of what that dog true value is and what you could be getting over time. And I'm sure if you can reverse the clock and you let her know, sweetheart, in the next 3 years, we can make 125 of this dog, on this dog, she's not going to let you sell it for 10. The problem is a lot of you small breeders have never seen $10,000 together, and you think it's a lot of money. And because of that, they pull your pants down and they give you a spanking. Just keeping it real with you, man. I know a lot of small breeders don't want to hear that, right? But same way I'm giving it to the big breeders, I'm letting the small breeders know, bro. All right. Jared Grimm, what's up, man? Jading Stad, nice. We got Black Star Live. What's up, fam? A little late, but I made it. You got it, man. Neffy Diaz, what's up? We got Jeremy Barnt, quality. Hey, let me stop this for a second real quick, man. I want to send prayers to my dude, Michael Higginson, and his family. They lost a dog today. I don't want to get into the details, but one of his sons, one of his dogs that he loves as a son, passed away today. And I was just talking to him before we came on the live, man, and it's always a difficult thing, man. When dogs become your life, once you lose one, you understand it's nature and it's natural and all that good stuff, man. But it's never easy, bro. We have Encarnacion Camacho. Does he have a YouTube channel? He's asking about my guy Calvin White, Calvin D. White. No, my dude, I don't think he does. But look, man, you can go to his Facebook, man. I mean, this cat is a breeder, man. Also, by the way, they have this amazing poodle, man. Amazing little poodle he showed me, man, while I was there. But look, this is my dude right here. Look at that boy right there. That's Mad Max, right? That's Mad Max. Let's see what other pictures come up. Okay, so this is Mad Max Sped. He's a colossal son, a direct colossal son, right? And this is his family. I hope it's okay with you, Calvin, that I showed your family. If it isn't, let me know. I'll go back and edit this video. I hope you understand, bro. My intentions are just to put you out there, man. Make it as pure as possible. Look at that poodle stacking, man. Look at that poodle stacking, man. Come on, man. Come on. All right. I don't want to show his children without his permission. So let me jump back. But yeah, I don't know that he's got a YouTube or not. Definitely has a Facebook. And like I said, man, I don't know him, like, you know what I'm saying, for years or anything like that. I've only been knowing him for maybe the last 2 months, but as far as doing business with me, it couldn't have been smoother and more transparent. And that's what I respect, because for some reason, a lot of times when I do business with this cat over here, there's always something. There's always something, because this cat right here, he needs to have leverage in everything he does. This cat right here, he just happy, bro, that he's getting recognition and that his dog is being put somewhere where the whole world's going to see. And when you look at the ped, you're going to see where the dog came from, right? Irregardless if the dog is mine. Malachi, good looking camp, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Black Star Live. Yeah, this is a good camp. He's tri-state. Well, I'm going to tell you this. We made a video when I went there. I have an uncut video. I'm going to have to cut a little bit, man, because Calvin, sometimes he get a little too excited, man. And you know, sometimes, you know, use some words that, you know, maybe YouTube might not want to push the video or something like that, but no big deal, man. But nonetheless, we're going to be dropping that video. I don't know if I have time to edit it tonight. It's probably going to drop either tomorrow or Sunday. Loki says, by pivot, you mean breeding pockets instead of XLs? Was that decision hard to make? No, Loki, no. You see, this is, and Loki, I'm not picking on you. This is what I don't get about this community. Like, I've told you guys why I pivoted, and you guys thinking that I'm into breeding pockets. Let me be clear. I'm not into breeding pockets. I'm not into breeding standards. Okay. My ultimate goal is to breed XLs at breed standard. Why am I picking pockets and why am I picking standards for my camp? Because the American Bully XL has been tainted with mastiff blood. Lottie-dottie, everybody, from the biggest breeder to the smallest breeder. XLs, they just got mastiff in them. If I want to bring breed type, I got to do my own thing. From the very bottom, pockets, build it up to standards, and bring it on to XLs, right? So when you see me doing pocket breedings or you see me doing standard breedings, it's not that I'm all of a sudden now a pocket breeder. It's not that I'm all of a sudden now a standard breeder. Is that I have a goal that I'm shooting for. I got to build these up so I can get the breed type I want at the XL level, right? All right, man. Anderson says, how do you feel about people charging double when going back to the same blood? I think, look, man. Anderson, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I think it's a bitch move. That's what I think. I think it's a bitch move. If you're out here and you are breeding and you are selling dogs, studying, and you're going to charge double when the same person comes back the same blood, what you're telling me is you don't have faith in what the hell you're doing. You don't have faith. You feel like this cat over here is about to double up on your blood and he's going to take your lunch. And, you know, you don't have what this cat has over here, the confidence this guy has over here to say, oh, you coming back? Come and get it. It don't matter. By the time your female's 2 years old, my program is going to be 2 years ahead of yours. I'm going to eat your lunch every single time. What happens is you have a lottery winner. He doesn't know how the hell he got the dog he got. And now he's shitting bricks because he's over here selling to real breeders. And when this dude wants to double up, he don't know what to do with himself. That's what it is, bro. D. Taylor says, sorry, getting here late. Hey, everybody. Hope your day went well. Let's get to the weekend. Raul, are we doing second live tonight? Listen, guys, D. Taylor, I'm not sure. I may or may not. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to be feeling, bro. I just drove 30 hours in 2 days. So I don't know. I enjoyed the last one. I may just do it, man. I will say I'm at 51% yay, 49 nay. All right. Dupree says, what's good, Raul? Tuning in from Burger King right now. What I miss? You didn't miss much, man. Shade Tree showing love. Fred Distributor. Words can fall out of people's mouth if it doesn't make it true. Always research. Ask for pedigree on the pups that you want. Yeah, man. Question everything. Question me. Start by questioning me. That's what I tell people all the time. I want you to question me. I want you to go to my app and see my dogs and see the pedigrees and see the way that I do business. Because when you go out there and a cat like this wants to take advantage of you, you realize that he's trying to take advantage of you. Because this cat over here is giving you more for your buck, where this guy right here feels like you owe him something because he's wearing a little suit and tie and, he's trying to make himself look cute. Straight up, man. Just keeping it real. And Nephi Diaz, why they always say about backyard breeders? Nephi, look. People talk about backyard breeders because it's a way to taint other breeders. Now, listen, there are backyard breeders. What identifies a backyard breeder? A breeder that has really no plan on what they're doing. They're just breeding dogs for the sake of breeding. They got no papers. They're not looking to improve their trade, or not trade, but their craft. They're not looking to improve. They're not looking to learn. Bro, you could be an OG 40-year, 50-year breeder if now the evolution of breeding is talking about coefficient of inbreeding. Dude, coefficient of inbreeding, learning that takes about 10 seconds. If you've been breeding for 20 years, 30, 40, 50, I don't care. And I ask you, what's the coefficient of inbreeding? And you don't know. What that tells me is you just don't take the time to want to learn, to want to improve your craft. At some point in those 40 years, you felt comfortable and you sat on your spoils. And when you sit on your spoils in breeding, sooner than later, everybody in the system is going to pass you. It's not me. It's the nature of life, guys. Shade Tree, I cannot wait for QBN Classic Baby Boy Pocket Beta looking like Patron. Oh, watch out, Shade Tree. And Sarata saying, yeah, I saw what happened to a local breeder. He sold a nice Merle stud to someone who offered a lot of money. And I haven't seen another dog that good from him again yet. I think the dog went overseas. Yeah. This cat right here allowed himself to be blinded by 10 grand that this guy had. And this guy just reinforced his position, and he just took your gem, your gold prize for 10 grand. All because you never seen 10 grand before. All because your wife's over here whispering on your ear what she could do with 10 grand. This is why I keep telling you, man, do your research. Look at the big picture. If this bitch can produce 4 litters at 6 pups each, and let's round it. We know it's 24, but let's round it at 25. And let's say you could sell them at $5,000 average. That's 125 grand. Why are you selling a $125,000 dog for 10 grand? Oh, because you've never had an asset in your life. Well, you're going to get butt hurt. Don't go online and try to rip this guy apart because you're too freaking stupid to figure things out. That's on you, bro. I'm just saying. And I see it all the time. They start trying to tear people down because now you realize 3 months after you sold the best dog you could have ever produced, now you realize how you effed up. And now you want to tear this guy down? No, don't tear him down. Tear yourself down. Right? Insurata says, yeah, I saw that happen to a local breeder. He said, okay, we spoke on that. Michael Higgins said, what's up, fam? My guy is spitting big facts. You know it, bro. Look, man, one thing about me is I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to keep it real. And I'm going to speak my truth. That's it. That's what I've been doing for the last 5 or 6 years. I get people sometimes writing to me, hey, man, what's your secret? There's no freaking secret, bro. There's no secret. This guy's success, you know why this guy's successful? Because he's consistent in what he does. You know why this guy will be successful? Because he's going to be consistent in what he does. right? Why I've been successful? Because I'm consistent in what I do, period. Problem with you, majority of you is you're inconsistent in everything you do, right? That's the problem, right? One day you do a live, and then it takes another 3.5 months before you do another one. Just saying, man. Drippy says QBNK can call yourself a breeder if you've been breeding for 10 years and still producing the same dogs you started with. Exactly. If you're not out producing, bro, again, if you're producing the same dogs that you started out with and you've been doing this for 20 years, man, that's borderline backyard breeding, bro. What was your plan? Oh, I don't have a plan. I just love dogs. And I just love having puppies all the time. Yeah. You're not a breeder, man. Shade Tree saying, yeah. Shade Tree says, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Absolutely. Anderson, if you have a once-in-a-life dog, but you don't have room to keep it, what do you do? Anderson, this is, again, this is like a low-key excuse. Like, I got a great dog, but I can't keep it. Well, before you started breeding, did you not make sure you have facilities? Because we talk about that all the time. Did you not make sure you had a stable situation and a plan B? I can tell you right now, bro. Lord forbid. But if my wife and I ever had to split up, man, I have my reserves to where I could buy some land somewhere, at least put a trailer there temporarily and move my dogs there, right? It's not going to be the end of my kennel because something like that happened. That's the foresight that this cat has, this cat lacks. And that's why this cat, even though he's producing, even though he's the backbone of the breed, that's why they eat his lunch. Because you don't prepare. You don't research. Raul going live? Damn, that's another hour and a half. Okay, bro. You ain't got to watch. Go watch a YouTuber that's going to make a giggle and laugh. But tell you what, look at that YouTuber's dogs and look how that YouTuber doesn't progress and hasn't progressed or hasn't pivoted or is not hitting on these topics. There's a reason for it, bro. There's a reason why I come live and I answer questions live, and majority of these cats don't. And when they do get asked a question, I don't know what it is. I don't know what line breeding is. I don't know what inbreeding. What's coefficient of inbreeding? Hold up, bro. You breeding out here and you selling dogs and you don't know what this is? Oh, but you got that ego. You got this ego over here, but you don't know what coefficient of inbreeding is. So are you really a breeder? Well, the majority of the people that come to buy, say come to buy a puppy, they're like, I prefer this used car salesman over this guy because he's got a cute tie. Oh yeah, he's gonna show you his cute tie. He's gonna show you a lot more than a cute tie. Rest in peace, Big Gus. Yeah, man. That's for my dude Michael Higgins said. Big Island Bully fam. Oh my goodness. I've been wondering where you've been. Here you go. This was for you.
Pues claro que sí, cabrón.
It's claro que sí, cabrón. We do this every Monday and Friday at 7 p.c.s.t. And we talking small breeders versus large breeders. The mentality, the advantages of both. And sending a special shout out, man. Sending a special shout out because you see, this is how I do business. All right, you do good business with me, I'm gonna shout you out. I have done it in the past. Have I been burned in the past? Absolutely, I have. That's why I said, Calvin G. Great business with me.
Yeah, I like her.
Right?
Can't see, it's too dark.
Oh. Okay, he did great business with me. And Calvin, my recommendation to you, my friend, is keep doing good business. I know you got a lot of people hitting you up now because now all of a sudden, right, there's crabs in the bucket. They notice I got a puppy from you. All of a sudden, they seeing you outside of the bucket. So they're trying to make you feel, they're trying to belittle you. They're trying to dim your light and tell you you're not that guy. Well, obviously, I thought you was. I still think you are. Keep doing good business, bro. In a couple years, you ain't going to be a small breeder, bro. I know that. You know that, right? We got King Digga saying, XL Lover over here. D. Taylor, did you switch to chicken members mark yet? I bought, in fact, I'm going to drop that picture. Here, look, I'll show you guys because I don't like BSing. I actually went and I bought the chicken and also, hold up, let me, dang, man, right, there you go. So look, I bought the beef, the chicken, and the salmon, right? So let me put that down because I'm getting a bunch of notifications. So we're actually getting ready to do another experiment with all three of the bags, right? And let you know. Michael Higginson saying RIP to the one and only Gus, man. Gus, man, may you have as many balls and bones and other dogs to play with in heaven, bro. Big Island Aloha Cousins. We got King Digga, Lady Dottie, my dog keeping it a buck. Oh, you know it, bro. Shea Tree says, my bad, Raul. I thought I could get a pocket pup someday like Christmas this year. I'm in love with Patron. Well, tell you what, Shea Tree. Tell you what. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm looking to move Patron. If you really love Patron and you really want Patron, you've been a big-time follower of QBN Kennel. Hit me up after the live and bring your husband on board too. Let's have a conversation about Patron. All right? Just keeping it real with you. JS Bulldogs, I did love last week's late night live. All right, man. We may just do it again tonight, man. We may just do it again tonight because I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it, man. Shatry says, I love that late night too. All right. Freddie Straver, welcome, Big Island fan. You're gracious. Good thing to see. Welcome, family. I'm going to skip a little bit because I'm a little behind on the comments. Let's see. Went to another vet, but I don't think it helped. Do you have any advice? Okay. Empire Bullies. I'm not sure what your question. Oh, here it is. Good evening. I have a pup who I guess accidentally made it on her first heat. I had an appointment with a vet who told me to bring her for an injection after 3 days, and they wouldn't help me because her ears were cropped. All right. So look, Empire, man, I don't want to wag my finger at you, but how long you been watching QBN, bro? Did you just go like buy a dog and now the shit hit the fan and now you come running here to try to solve your issues? Like, I was just talking to this to someone that I was driving with last night. And I was like, this community is such a shit community. They'll go running and buy a dog from this guy right here and then come to me with a bleeding butthole for me to fix. Right? And I'm not saying that's you, Empire, man. I'm just throwing this out there because the community needs to hear this. When you do that, it's the fastest way to get on anybody's bad side, bro. I'm just keeping it real. My thing is this. I've sat here and I've said you need various vets. You need a country vet, right? You need a vet that's going to crop ears. You need a reproduction vet. You see, if you would have listened or you would have watched me sooner and heard about reproduction vets, you wouldn't have this issue. If you would have had 2 or 3 vets on hand, you wouldn't have this issue. But now that vet has your situation firmly wrapped, his hands firmly wrapped around your balls because you didn't do what you were supposed to be doing, bro. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. Go find a repro vet. You should have done that already. You should have had that in your back pocket. Oh, now's when you're going to watch QBN because now you got a problem. Well, now you got a problem, bro. Straight up. Llegué tarde. ¿De qué están hablando hoy? Estamos hablando de los breeders grandes, los criadores grandes, los criadores grandes y los criadores pequeños. JS Bulldogs, I sold one of my best to a guy who had legendary frozen semen on cone for pupback, and we have now had 2 unsuccessful breedings with her and frozen. Kicking my own, and you should. And you should, bro, because if you have an asset, this guy, This guy with the passion and everything that you're putting into your breeding program. How you gonna let this cat over here flash you his little persona and flash you 10 grand or however much he had to pay you, and that's it? You sold it. Yeah, bro, I'd be kicking my own butt too, man. I'm glad you realize it, and I'm glad you're probably gonna learn from it because it's never gonna happen again. Straight up. Fur Daddy, smash that like button. Hey, where's my likes? Where's my shares? Where's my comments? Give me some love. By the way, guys, just so you know, the only supplement we use is Nuvet, right? And I've already told you guys, Nuvet brings not just the vitamins A, E, and C. Look at the minerals, right? Phosphorus, potassium, zinc, calcium, selenium, all at the right amounts. But even better, man, look at the ingredients, man. Look at the ingredients. It even has shark cartilage up in there. All right. It's got blue-green algae. It's got brewer's yeast. It's got cat's claw. It's, bro, all natural. Not only that, it is human food grade, 100% bioavailable for your dog. It doesn't stop there. You want joint support? Check it out. It's got glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM, and vitamin C. New joint DS, double strength. And let me just tell you, man, if you have a dog that's got dietary east-west, that's the fastest way to fix it. I've had quite a few of you hitting me up telling me how magical QBN is, and it's not magical. It's just you're no longer in such a screwed up situation like you were before, just feeding your dog kibble. All right, just keeping it real with you, man. Queen's New Blood says, personal, I would evaluate the other dogs I have and get rid of the lowest quality. This is what you're supposed to do. You need to be moving forward when breeding. Breeding is a business first, even if you love these dogs. Listen, Queen's New Blood Kennel. Here's the deal. Breeders are walking used car salesmen. All of us. We all are. And sometimes we don't want to say this is a business because there are people that are going to call you backyard breeders because you said selling dogs is a business. Well, let me tell you this, bro. You sell a dog for $1, that's a business. All right. I don't see anybody out here breeding dogs very high quality and just giving them away for free. Right. So I think what you just said is very true. Very true. Jet Ski. We got King Digger. You got King Digger again. Big Island clapping it up. Michael Higginson. Having dogs and tending to have puppies doesn't make you a breeder. If you want the title, put in the work. Get educated on the dogs and the standards. Don't half step it. Absolutely, man. Renee, I hope I said it correctly. Renee Buckley. When it comes to breeding, are the genetics all the same? I'm into large breeds. I love learning from you. No, Renee, actually, they're not. From the color genetics, from one breed to the next, the color genetics are completely different. Let me give you an example. On the American Bully, right? You may have a dog that's fawn. You may have a dog that's apricot looking. You may have a dog that's even Merle, for example, right? But when you go to the Cane Corso world, for example, they're usually black, right? Black and white. I mean, Cane Corso guys, don't kill me. I'm not a Cane Corso guy, but I haven't seen, for example, an all-white Cane Corso. Now, of course, somebody's going to say there is one and pop it up, but my point is it's very rare. It's not common. So because the majority of those dogs are black, their color genetics are going to be a lot different than, say, our breed, right? So that's definitely a good question. Let me see here. I'm skipping around, guys, because I'm trying to catch up here. King Digger says QBN be dropping OG knowledge on the bully game. I'm learning. You got it, man. Number love, man. Jet Ski says, I think QBN family should have a get together with the doggies. You know, it's funny. I was kind of thinking about something like that. I might want to put something like that together. Adam, my brother, my husband has to say yes. Please say a prayer for us. My birthday is this Tuesday. Maybe he will say yes. All right. Hey, like I said, Shade Tree, I'm going to give you dibs. Have a conversation. I'm willing to do whatever I can for you to get them. You've been a big-time supporter, and I would love nothing more for that to happen. All right. Adam says he's praying, man. That's what I love about this community. Jair Grimm says Nuvet brings the swimmers, also the studs and structure and coat. You got that right. It does improve reproductive, both helps stimulate more egg release and also helps the swimmers, man. Shaychi says, I'm crying. Thank you, Raul. Thank you. You got it. You got it, Shay. Nothing but love for you. Empire Bully's been watching for 4 years. I have 3 vets. One wouldn't help. One had nothing in the inventory. One said all they can do is spay her. All right, Empire. I didn't mean to come at you, man, and kill you, bro. So I'm glad to see that at least you had done it. So Empire, I don't know where you're located at, but if I were you, I would probably go to a country vet that – if my country vet is an hour and a half out, I'll probably go find one that's 3.5 hours out, right? And see if they can give you that morning after pill. I will say this. Even reproductive vets, when they see a situation where a female was bred in her first heat, a lot of times they're going to want to spay because they feel that you were irresponsible, even though it's contradictory. Even though you're willing to go the extra mile and pay to get everything taken out, they still see it as being irresponsible, right? So, Big Island, Congo, loving me some Congo. Oh, watch out now. Brayman Bull says, no lie, saw a blonde Cane Corso on Facebook today. I told you, man, the minute I said that I've only seen black ones, somebody's going to say they saw a blonde one. And it's true. I know that they're out there. They're just rare. Me too, says Big Island, says Adam Fields. Renee Buckley, thank you, Newfoundland Neon Burgers. Okay, there you go. Shay Tree, anymore? I can't with Facebook. Okay. Do people breed for what they want and pet home what you don't need? Some people do. But the great majority try to sell you what they don't need as first line, first class show quality. And in reality, what they're trying to do is get as much money they can for each pup. That's just the fact, man. Crazy coincidence. I saw my first one today and it was brought up tonight. Yeah, man. Look into herbs that you can't take if you are pregnant. Be very careful with that stuff, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I have a blonde squirrel in my woods. Oh, boy. Here we go. Blonde Cane Corso. Hey, listen, guys. Check it out, man. Y'all need to check out my dude, Calvin D. White. All right. He's got the poodle, as you can see. You know, if you want to see when I went there and got the dog and whatnot, you can. She's an amazing looking puppy. I couldn't be happier. Calvin, you and your friend, your partner, the person you did.
Shit. Bro, I love the coloration.
You know, y'all made it happen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate it, my brother.
That's the cherry on top. You know,
let me just move it so it stops talking. So definitely, if you're in Illinois, if you're in the Chicago area, Calvin D. White. You're looking for a real breeder, Calvin D. White, man. He may be a small breeder, but he's a real breeder. If you're looking for a big-time breeder, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right? Now, I'm just saying, Queen says, believe they're called straw. They're a DQ and a disqualification in some registry. There you go. Never seen that in my life, a blonde squirrel. But either way, guys, listen. More likely than not, I'm going to be going again live tonight, midnight dog talk. And we just don't talk dogs, man. We're going to be talking everything, right? We did it last time. I might just do it again. I said it was if it was enjoyable, I'd do it again. And I believe it was. But either way, I want to send my prayers to Michael Higginson, his dog Gus. Again, Calvin D, number love for you and my dude Moore. Last name Moore. And hey, it's up to you guys. You either go with a small breeder or you go with the big breeders. They both have advantages and disadvantages. And I hope I was able to open your eyes and keep it real with you. Be Raw from the Q. I'll be catching you on the next one.
Here we go. Kill the whistle. straight dog talk and the song. Jump on in and speculate. Show up on time, don't be weak and late. We are community, so don't hate, and learn to cooperate. Yeah, hit that like button and do your thing. 5 membership will get you in. So let's talk dogs and don't waste no time. Monday 7